One of the companies that everybody looks at ahead of the budget, and certainly in international fora like the World Economic Forum meet here in Davos, Switzerland, is the Mahindra Group. We have a wonderful guest. Dr. Anish Shah is the Group President of Strategy. Thanks very much for speaking to us. It's been a tough year for 2019 for the auto sector. Lots of job layoffs, people not buying cars enough. Do you expect some sort of a revival this year? Because consumption overall in the economy has really gone down.
First, thanks, Vishnu. Glad to be here. I do expect a revival. I am very optimistic. We are, in fact. And we feel that the issue is really not structural. There is some element of cyclical. There's some element of cleanup in some form that's impacting the economy. The government is focused on doing a number of different things. We are, again, very optimistic about the budget and hope that it will help further revive the economy, and we see a much better year.
Yeah. So in terms of the budget for, let's keep talking on the auto sector for a bit, what would you like to see in the budget to help revive this sector? It was growing exponentially. It's a cliche, but it is a driver of the economy. It's not been that in the last several months. What do you want in the budget?
See, first, if I were to look at what were some of the reasons for the slowdown, consumers, we believe, still have a fair amount of cash. It is more around the confidence. Our financial services business has not seen a drop in collections, and that's a key indicator for us. As we looked at slowdowns in the past, often with less originations, collections get hampered as well. So that tells us that there's more cash in the system. Liquidity has been an issue. There have been a lot of steps taken to address liquidity, as there are more loans that are given as well. That will help it. So one is confidence needs to be restored. Second is there need to be specific steps around the consumer to be able to spend more. And third, on the auto sector itself, there have been a number of things that came in, including the transition from BS4 to BS6. That will be behind us as well starting April. So as we see those things happen, that's a positive. There are obviously actions from the government that we would like. More with regard to looking at specific incentives for the auto sector. Recycling is a big area, and that's one that's beneficial from an environment standpoint. At the same time, it will not hit the government coffers from a tax perspective. So that's one specific area that can help in multiple forms.
So essentially the stocks of vehicles built to the present emission standards and the possibility of selling them in the future, which you may not be able to do, that's what you're talking about, right?
That is. So we have to plan in a way where there are no vehicles left on March 31st with the old standard. It's not just about producing them. We can't sell them from April 1st onwards.
How bad has the bloodbath of 2019 been when it comes to those who aren't permanent employees, those who are laborers in the auto sector? We've heard about lakhs of job losses. Has that been the case?
From our standpoint at Mahindra, it is not the case. There are other companies where they have been impacted, auto components industries as well. So yes, that has been a pretty significant impact overall.